yelled at like I did in Burger King. You want to tell them about Burger King now?
No.
Well, you don't want to?
We're big shots now.
Yeah. Maxi Poppers yell at me for no good reason. Oh, there's the whole country buffet we went to. There's within almost, if you're at one, you can look at the other one almost. Isn't that a trip when that happens? Like in Sherwood, when there was three, there was a triangle, there was a like a Starbucks here at Albertsons. There's a Starbucks here and a full-on Starbucks and the island of restaurants, and then there was one across the street. There was one in Safer, and there was one in Albertsons, and there was one across in that parking lot. And you were like, why do you need that? There's three of them within walking distance of each other, and you can see one. Oh, hey, there's Applebee's.
Applebee's, we're in the neighborhood.
Crapplebee's. I got a good shot at Crapplebee's. Oh, there's Castle. I had to get a good shot at Castle. Now, what is Castles? What do they do for you? But what do they sell there?
Adult things.
Like what?
Hello, butt plugs.
Hey! That's an accident. I almost videotaped the accident. I would have had to destroy the evidence. Because I'm nasty like that. Here's a Pizza Hut, which is Pizza Slut. We make up names for everything, and they're not that clever. Because everyone else thinks of those things too, and they think they're clever too, but they're really not. Almost. Yeah. So you don't want to tell them about Burger King?
How you almost got us thrown out?
It was the stupid little kid that almost got his ass kicked. No. That he was... We ordered 3 carnival meals. Those Italian sandwiches that they're advertising lately. And onion rings and the drink. Well, we refilled the drinks already and we're waiting for our order. We got all of them. We got all of it except 2 of the onion rings. She thought that we didn't order them. Well, according to the receipt, it says combo in like size 15 pound. And so that's what happens. And so anyway, I left it on the counter because I thought she was just going to throw it in real quick in like a minute or 2, but it took just as long as our other food, which is fine and dandy. So anyway, we're waiting for her to get her act together in the onion rings department, and this chubby little Mexican kid walks up and touches out, and it's a big bag of, well, it's a regular bag, but it's really heavy. It's obviously there's a lot of food in it. He sticks his face in it and starts touching it, and then I said, hey, I said like, hey, don't take our food, kid. And he said, oh, I thought it was my food. And I said, well, it's not your food, it's our food. And I put the food on our table just to make sure that wouldn't happen again, because he could have just ran off with our food, you know. So anyway, it was, our order was like order 8, and so order 9, there was a tray with the tray liner on it, and 1 order of fries. He walked up, got that, and then went to his table. So he thinks that this big weighty bag with all this sandwiches and whatnot in it. Is one order of fries. I mean, what do you think about this story so far, Harry?
That's off the course. I mean,
He thought it was his, but he just ordered one little thing of fries. This kid was no older than 11 or 12 or so. Yeah, I don't know how good you are with that. I can barely see it. I'd rather just videotape the road or whatever, because it's so dark now. But anyway, we were just, and I walked up over to Harry when this kid already sat down, and I said to Harry, I said, hey, this kid was trying to take our food. And Harry nodded. He watched the whole thing, it was right there, and he nodded and said, yeah, I know, I've seen him. And a couple minutes later, his mom...
More like not 2 minutes.
No, it was quite a bit of time.
No, it was not. She jumped right up through that.
Okay. She walked out to me, and she had this worried look on her face. She looked straight at me, and she said, why did you just yell at my son? And I said, I didn't yell at him. She said, yes, you did. Yes, you did yell at my son. And I would suggest you not yelling at my son, because he just thought it was our order, and that's the only reason why he was looking in. He wasn't trying to steal your food or anything like that, any nonsense like that. He was just looking to see if it was his order. And I was flabbergasted, because I didn't think I was that mean to the kid. I got yelled at way worse than that, and I wasn't offended. But I was just telling him to, hey, kiddo, I don't want you touching my food, that kind of thing. So I said, no. And then I said to Harry, I said, can you believe that? She yelled at me for yelling at her kid. And Harry said, well, why would she yell at you? You should be yelling at her kid for after not food. You know what he said? And so